September 3rd, 1963, it was Connie, Sylvia, Tony, myself that integrated Maryville High School, 4 of us, on that day. Jeremy showed up on Friday, the last day of registration. The 4 of us would meet at Connie's and Sylvia's house around 7 o'clock in the morning, and we would walk to Maryville High School, and as soon as we crossed over the hill going down towards Maryville High School, there would be 2 police cars, one in front and one would pull behind us. And we would walk, and they would have their blue lights going till we got in front of Maryville High School. The principal would then come out, usher us into his office, while all the other kids would go into assembly. And they would go into assembly to pray and read the scripture, while we sat in the principal's office until the class bell rung. Then everybody would go to their classes. Then they would escort us to each of our classes. There were 4 of us at that time. And none of us was in the class with another black person. 1 black person per class. And there would be 1 seat in that classroom right up front next to the teacher. So you had to walk in the door around all the students in the class and sit in that 1 seat and listen to the catcalls and whatever, the spit motions, the sounds like, I smell monkeys or I smell possums, And so that was our introduction to Maryville High. Now let me tell you a little bit about the distance between Maryville High and Hale High, where we came from. About 1.5 miles distance from Hale to Maryville. But in terms of educational opportunities, it was a quantum leap. With the instruction materials, the books and everything, we had from Maryville High School in the 9th and 10th grade books that they used 10, 20 years prior. So it was a quantum leap in terms of educational opportunities. But we were just ordinary people, really, moving in God's time to effect extraordinary change. And most of us, myself included, would have rather that God let that cup pass from us. Because we have been prepared about what we may encounter and what we may have to endure. But I can tell you that there is no way that you can prepare a 15, a 16, or 17-year-old student for an attack on their humanity. You just can't do it. But we endured, and we persevered. And we're here today because it was not about us, it was about those who would come after us. And sometimes, you have to retreat in order to advance. And I can tell you, even though it was a quantum leap, that goes in both ways, positive and negative. Because negatively, we left a school who encouraged us, teachers who loved us, who strived and told us that we could make it despite the odds. We went to a place who at best tolerated us, didn't care about us, And so it was a negative and a positive leap. But I just thank God that we're here today. We persevere, and the kids today have a better educational opportunities. But they need to understand this too, that integration never really happened the way it should have happened, was supposed to have happened. It was assimilation, it was not integration. They took our part and assimilated us into their system, but true integration means you take what's good out of both and make a new system. They didn't do that. They sent our students to Maryville High. They didn't send our administrators, our teachers, those people who cared about us to Maryville High School. And so we're still fighting that fight. It's still a struggle. As Sissy said, the struggle continues, and as long as we have breath, we'll be struggling, but that's a good thing, because we shall never give up. The Lord said, everything won't be good, but I will turn it for your good. Thank you. Amen.